Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the CD Racoola Show. For today's show, I have a special little treat for you as we review the 2007 film Trick or Treat. Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. If you don't, I don't care. CD will pull down your underwear. Well, I'm going to be honest. I'm probably not going to touch your gross little undies with the poo-poo and pee-pee stains in them. But you're more than welcome to smell my feet. They've only been sitting in the same stanky old loafers for the past 300 years, so it might kill you, but to each his own, I always say. I thought this film was cool because basically it was 4 little mini-stories, just little ones, just little rascals. They were all kind of intertwined. You, of course, have that little pumpkinhead Sam making appearances in all 4 stories. No, not that pumpkinhead. Yes, that's the pumpkinhead we're looking for. That's Sam. Little cutie patootie he is. He kind of falls into that kind of cute and kind of deadly and evil category. Comment down below on who, or rather what, else falls into that category. Maybe critters, maybe gremlins. Gremlins were definitely cute, at least before you get them wet or feed them after midnight, I'm just curious to hear what you peasants, think out there. Just go ahead and give me a little comment. Leave it on down below. Anywho, this trick-or-treat film was directed by Michael Dougherty, who directed the film Godzilla, King of the Monsters. I'm not a big Godzilla fan, to be honest, and I most definitely wouldn't consider him to be king of the monsters by any stretch of the imagination. They made Godzilla too much of a softie, especially in King of the Monsters. But I do feel like Mr. Dougherty hit a home run here with the Trick or Treat. As I swear, this film, it gets more and more popular every year. The little pumpkin-headed burlap sack-wearing trick-or-treater, Sam, has become an icon for Halloween. It's always good to be called an icon, isn't it? I hope to be called that one day. I doubt it, though. I'm not going to delve deep into all 4 of these, these little mini-stories. But each of these stories has a special little twist at the end, and the twisties are most definitely horrifying. Though I did say earlier that I didn't want to deep dive into these stories, simply for the fear of being a spoiler for all you peasants out there. But I will go ahead and, touch a little bit on all 4 of these stories, in hopes that you'll watch the film and investigate each of these for yourself, as you should do with all games and films and whatnot. Each of these stories teaches us a little lesson about properly observing Halloween traditions. And oh boy, if you break the traditions, bad things just tend to happen. I'll leave it at that. Just saying. The first story involving the principal of the local school, who gets a little ticked off when one of the students decides to take all the candy from the bowl. The annoying type of kid who comes up to the bowl that says, "Please take one," and what does he do? What does he do? But that little greedy brat takes it all. Not good karma on Halloween, not good at all. Needless to say, the principal gave the boy what was coming to him. The second tale involves a group of disabled school children in costume who would drown when their school bus crash landed in a lake killing them all and supposedly making the lake haunted. Well, let me just tell you all a word to the wise here, especially around Halloween time, okay? Listen in. If there is ever a monument to the dead, it's best left alone. In this case, if the pumpkins were left in honor of the dead, best never to desecrate them, lest the costumed and rotted bodies of the children rise from the lake to take their revenge on you. Just saying, don't mess with other people's pumpkins on All Hallows Eve. Not a good idea. Even old CD wouldn't do that. The third tale in this trick-or-treat film involves Red Riding Hood, or a Red Riding Hood, I should say, that is a little more than she seems. Oh! I'll leave it at that. Best not to judge a book by its cover on Halloween, baby. The fourth and final tale, Old Sammy Boy, who has made appearances throughout the film, finally comes out to play. He finally takes center stage. Let's say that not handing out Halloween candy is not an option on Halloween, and Sam took some serious offense. I know I was a little mysterious in my retelling of the full stories, but I wanted you guys out there in YouTube land to realize how serious these Halloween traditions are, and how serious the consequences are if you break them. Beware, you have officially been warned by old CD. Also, don't blow out your jack-o'-lantern before midnight. Come on, that's just common sense. My black-hearted creatures of the night know better. All in all, I of course love this film, and if you haven't figured that out already, and I gave it an okay score on my scarometer, even though it did not scare the daylights out of me by any means, it was still very good and definitely worth the watch. I would like to thank you for joining me here once again on this episode of the CD Racoola Show. And if you would, like, share, and subscribe, and you may buy yourself some good karma this Halloween. And let's face it, you may need it. Remember, Sam is watching. Please join me next episode when we travel back in time all the way to 1931 to review the film Frankenstein. Oh boy, that was the original, and in black and white to boot. Oh, legendary much. So till next time, this Halloween, light your jack-o'-lanterns and keep them lit till midnight. And for goodness sake, make sure you hand out plenty of candy, because as I said before, the keeper of Halloween traditions, Sam, will be watching. And so will I. Bye-bye for now.